So we're still going to do emails, right?
I sure hope so. And we still need to arrange making our mods for this semester.
So where are we going to go? Someone's house?
Well, my house is out of the question.
Yeah, we could probably do anyone else's, I presume. Natsuki, are you going to have any trouble getting home if we go to my place or MC's or Sayori's?
Nah, I'll catch a bus or something.
Well then, why don't you all come over to my house? I'll make you guys come for some dinner to thank you for the last time you all came over.
That sounds like a great idea. Let's just be careful walking out. I don't want Messina seeing us all going to the same place. She'll think something's up. More than she already does.
Well, let's all meet at the big crosswalk a block away then. We can head to Yuri's house from there.
Sounds like a wise plan.
But I mean, since Messina left, couldn't they just do them in the club room? The club members walk out of the room and head off in different directions. After a moment, someone steps out from behind a locker.
Well, that's troubling. So they really are keeping something from me at least, or from at least me, all of them. I don't want to pry, but I feel like I need to know if it's dangerous or something that could get them in trouble.
Dun dun dun. Eavesdropping.
Alright, we're all set to go on emails. Yuri's in the other room cooking something delicious smelling. But I'm sure I can bring her in if she has part of an email to answer. Let's get started!
Sorry if this has been asked before, but since you guys are a mod and you guys have our internet, does that mean you can play in the exact world you're in right now? Does that mean there is an infinite cycle of you guys downloading the mod? Wait, our internet. Does that mean you can play in the exact world you're in right now? Does that mean... This is phrased weirdly.
Huh. I don't think that's how it works, no. This is sort of a better question for Monica than me, but... we think that mods running inside this mod are inert. Like, they're actually just non-sentient files scripted to act like they are. I know that also kind of describes us from your perspective, but we don't think they actually feel or experience anything. They're just sprites. In a different way than we are sprites. I know that we are sprites to you, but we don't see that way to ourselves. Does any of this make sense? It probably doesn't. But anyway, no, when we download the files we post to the internet, for us it's just like watching a video replay or something. The characters in those files don't seem alive to us. Hopefully that clears it up for you. Next question!
To all, who can win in a fight, Bumblebee, Transformers, or the Indoraptor?
Well, this is an easy one. Look, buddy, when you ask who wins in a fight questions, you have to pick some non-obvious scenarios. Let me break it down for you. Fact, Bumblebee can fly basically as long as he wants. Fact, flying keeps him out of the reach of the Indoraptor. Fact, Bumblebee has really strong ranged weapons because he has energon blasters. So basically, I don't see how this ever turns out well for the Indoraptor. Bumblebee just takes off, stays away, and shoots the crap out of the Indoraptor. Easy peasy. Does anyone have anything to add to that?
I think Natsuki put the case very well.
I too do not think I could exceed Natsuki's wisdom on this topic.
Well, on to the next email then.
Hello everyone. It feels so weird. I know you guys so well already. Or, well, it seems that way to me anyway. I have been with you all through both of the base game endings and countless mods. Yet you do not know who I am. That pains me a little. I hope that writing to you directly will make us closer, or that it will at least make me able to communicate with you properly. Yuri, I would like to speak to you, if you do not mind. Although I love all of you dokies in different ways, I have always felt a special connection with you, Yuri. We share many hobbies like cosmic horror, literature in general, and even an interest in knives. I see similarities between how we look at things. I can relate to the way you struggle in some social situations. I am, in fact, a little lonely. The fact that you are so interested in and so knowledgeable about so many different topics and always seem to want to learn and understand, and your passion for the things you like. You are so gentle, kind, sensible, attractive, and relatable. There's nobody like you in my world or any other world. I don't think that's true. Maybe it is silly to have feelings for someone who might technically be fictional, at least from the perspective of my world. However, I do not care about that. I have feelings for you, and those feelings are as real as you are in your reality. I fear that, If you end up reading this, I will have caused you a great embarrassment. I am sorry for that. I am just so happy for this chance to write to you. I also feel that I have to tell you that I worry about your self-harm. I will not judge and I cannot stop you. I hope, however, that you will speak to your friends about it if it gets out of control. I will always love you no matter what you do.
Whoa, this is a long one. Hey Yuri, this one is for you.
Coming. Oh my, that's a lot. Hang on a moment. Well, there's not really a question in there, but you're very kind. I would certainly encourage you not to grow too fixated on me, or on any of us. After all, to you we are in fact just computer programs. It's not healthy to obsess over something completely unattainable, you know. Your words about my bad habit are well taken. I promise you that I will always seek help for it if it gets out of hand. And I'll do my best to keep it from getting out of hand. Just a moment, it looks like there's a bit more to your message.
Now, I'd like everybody to know that I have written an anthem for the club. It was meant to be a poem, but became a song. The lyrics are as follows. Immortal proud, the president stands. Through the vistas of realities, unflinching, pierce her emerald gaze. She extends a motherly arm, the founder of our club. Long live our club. She does not stand alone. There always at her side a mild and radiant smile. In loyalty she faces the encroaching dark. Her red bow shines a beacon throughout the night, filling hearts with hope. Long live our club. Two mighty pillars are they, the Literature Club's old guard. Bonds of friendship, tempered in rivalry. One second, please. Their tea and cupcakes keep our spirits high. The great virtues of the club, mirrored in their caring deeds. Long live our club. With forgiveness, love, and poetry against overwhelming odds, the club grows like a mighty tree. Its blossoms sprout and break the boundaries of worlds. Long live our club. I hope you all liked it. MC was not mentioned in the song. I am sorry, man. Unquenchable love from me to you. Okay, there we go.
There we are. Oh, how lovely. That's a lovely anthem. I suppose we don't really have the melody to go with the lyrics. Plus, it would be strange to leave MC out when everyone else is mentioned. He's a very important part of our club, you know. We'd be in a very different position if not for him, I think. Plus, just as a friend, he adds so much to our lives. But thank you for the anthem and your love. You were a very nice person. I'm going to head back and make sure the food's not burning.
Let's bring up the next one then.
Hey, Monkia and other club members, what would your reactions be in the events of the battle in New York City in the Avengers film and when all the dinosaurs have escaped in Jurassic World? And who do you think can win in a fight, Ghost Rider or Pennywise? It.
A lot of weird nerd hypotheticals today.
Yeah. Well, Monica's not here and Yuri's cooking, but we're probably the three best members of the club to answer these questions anyway.
I agree. As to what I do in the two disaster scenarios, the answer is the same. I just run and hide and try not to die. I do not have any special superpowers or training that would make me any good in those situations. The one advantage of being really short is that I can fit through tight squeezes and sneak around better than most people. Other than Yuri, who for some reason is incredibly sneaky. But yeah, that's my strategy. What about you guys?
Same thing. I'd probably just be running and screaming and panicking. The only thing that would make it any different is if Sayori was around. Then I'd do whatever I'd have to do to protect her as best I could.
That's sweet. I'm getting a mental picture of you wrestling a velociraptor and punching it in the face to keep it away from Sayori. I want to make friends with all the Avengers, especially Hulk and Thor. And I'd want to make friends with the dinosaurs. All the dinosaurs except the ones that might eat you, probably. No, no big deal if they do, really. I'm into that shit. Moving on. This is a much tougher call on who would win in this fight. It kind of depends on how the magical rules of the universe work. But I have to think that It would probably win. He seems just generally way older and more powerful.
I have to agree, Ghost Rider is badass, but I don't think he's any match for It.
But doesn't Ghost Rider have the ability to make his enemies' crimes, like, turn against them somehow? Pennywise has so many crimes!
That's true. The question is, would that power have any effect on It? Seems like he'd just be totally immune because he can't feel guilt.
I still think Ghost Rider would find a way to win against main old It. I mean, that group of adults managed to kill it. Well, that's 2 for It and 1 for Ghost Rider then.
3 for It.
And Yuri to the It gang. Boo! Last question and then soup time.
Hello again. I know y'all are getting a bunch of questions piling on for the beginning of the next season, but I have a few questions. 1. MC, how did it feel winning Truth or Dare? 2. So you know that weird bold text in the strange font that shows up usually when something's going wrong? Does that sound different to anyone in the game? Sorry that this is vague. I have no idea how to describe it. And 3. Have you considered trying to find a way to do away with the presidency, or at least lessen its abilities? Not saying you should, since there's no telling what it could do. It's just that 3/5 presidents have had negatively affected the game at some point, and I want to know what everyone thinks about it.
Interesting questions. First one is for MC.
It felt great. It was a lot of fun. And I was saying something, Natsuki! And to tell you the truth...
Whoa! He did not win Truth or Dare!
Natsuki's cell phone alerts her to more texts.
Hang on, let me silence this for a second. Okay, back to Truth or Dare question. First of all, it's not a game that you win or lose. And second of all, even if it were, it was a draw at best.
Like I said, emailer, it felt great to win.
You watch yourself, boy.
Let's see, I can answer the second part. Yeah, the glitch text. I don't think we hear anything different because of the glitch text. If anything, I think the glitch text appears when we talk in certain ways. Definitely when things are broken or weird, it shows up. But it also tends to show up when we're talking in a creepy or weird tone of voice. I would try to demonstrate, but I can't really make it happen on command. Basically, the text represents the sound, but or not the other way around, if that makes sense. As to the third part of your question, I know Monica tried really hard to get rid of the weird stuff around being president. She told me that she first tried to do it before any of the stuff with the Literature Club happened. She really didn't like it and wanted things to go back to the way they were, without her knowing anything. And I understand that. But since then, no, none of us have tried to do anything about it. Kind of, for the same reason Monica wasn't able to do anything about it. We don't know how the whole presidency thing works, or why it makes us sell more pieces of software. So there's not really anything we can do. Definitely something we'd work on if we could, though. And that's all the emails. You can send emails to us by emailing Monica. Her email address is that. She sets up which emails get answered during our club meetings. Hopefully the soup's ready by now.
It sure is.
Time to eat then.
The club happily finishes eating its soup.
Yuri, this is so good.
Thank you. I guess the only business we have left is talking about the order we want to do mods in. I assume you guys all heard what Monica is making.
Yeah, I did. She sure likes making silly mods, doesn't she?
She sure does. But hey, all the mods are kinda silly this time around. It's just a question of how hard they are to make.
Well, I know mine is going to be the most complicated. And probably after that, Yuri's. But all the rest of them seem pretty easy to make.
I kinda wanna see MC's first, to be honest. It's pretty classic and I bet it'll be funny.
Alright then. MC, send me the script and I'll get Yuri and Monica to help make it, alright?
That sounds good.
Well, normally this is where we would make Monica the president again, but she's not here. Yuri, do you feel up for it for a little while longer? Until we can get all the club back together?
Oh, sure, no problem.
Well, come on then. Time for us to go. Natsuki, do you want us to walk you to the bus station?
Yeah, it's getting kinda dark outside.
Well, let's get going then.
And he didn't say anything at all after that.
Well, that was strange of him.
Yeah. Hey, so quick question for you guys. Did anyone else think the vibe was kinda weird with Miss Ida around?
Yeah, it was a little.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sure we'll get used to her eventually. But for now, things feel really off with the club.
Well, I think we should do something about it.
Like what?
Well, this all has to do with the student council, right? And they probably have all sorts of records and paperwork on us in the student council room, right?
Wait, Natsuki, no, you're not talking about...
It's time for another Black Op! What we need to do is sneak in there. We'll go through the stuff they have on us.
And what? It's not like we can just change some record on us and have them and Miss Ida suddenly not remember that we were supposed to have an advisor now. They'll just change stuff back.
Man, you're just being chicken. If we rifle through their stuff, We'll find something we can use to get things back to the way they were. Plus, if we talk to Monica, she would probably know what kind of information we need to get. Or change. And anyway, my sis has been blogged on my phone all day. And anyway, at the very least, it will be really simple for us to figure out. Ugh, hang on. Usually my sis wouldn't bother me so much unless it's important. Let me give her a call.
I think this idea of hers is terrible. It's not going to get anything done, and it might get her in big trouble.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, yeah, she probably won't accomplish anything, but she probably won't get in trouble. And if she does, it probably won't be that bad.
You're probably right. It's just hard to take her seriously sometimes.
Yeah. But I'm still really glad she's our friend.
Yeah, me too. Was I the only one worried when she said another Black Op, though? Like, what was the previous Black Op?
Probably it would be better if we didn't ask. If she didn't tell us about them, they probably didn't turn out the way she wanted.
Yeah, you're probably right. Oh no, it was them.
Natsuki, what's wrong?
My sister has cancer.
Oh my god, Natsuki, I'm so sorry. Did they catch it pretty early, or?
It's stage 4. It's everywhere in her body. They don't
Natsuki takes a moment to take a heaving breath and wipe her eyes.
They don't expect her to live very long.
Natsuki, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. What do you need? Would you like to be alone? Do you need company?
I really don't want to be alone.
Well, then I'll come over for a little while to keep you company. Would that be okay with you and your dad?
It's okay with me. I don't know if my dad... I don't know.
See, I'm going to take Natsuki home and spend some time with her there, okay? I'll call you later.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Natsuki. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you, okay?
Yeah, I will. Come on, Natsuki, this is your boss.
Yeah.
I hope she'll be alright. God, how terrible. I can't even imagine how she must feel right now. What an awful thing for anyone to go through, let alone someone who you're close to. I can't even imagine how I would deal with something like that. Like, what if Sayori... No, don't be like that. This is about Natsuki and her sister, not you. Focus on something else. Oh, right, I needed to tell Monica the stuff for next week's meeting. And I also wanted to talk to her about the stuff with her and Sayori. Maybe I should just arrange to meet with her. Hey, you busy?
Not really. What is it?
Can you come pick me up from the transit station near the school? Need to tell you information for the club meeting for next week.
You don't want to just text it?
I could, but there's other stuff I want to talk about too. Important stuff.
I'll be there in 15 minutes then.
Thanks, Monica.